Hello and welcome to Teach Languages Online, the podcast that gives you the best advice for your online language teaching business. My name is Lindsay of Lindsay Does Languages. I am your host for this episode, for this podcast, and today I have a little invitation for you, which I'm very, very excited about because there's just lots and lots of good stuff coming up, and I would hate for you to miss out if this is exactly what you're after right now. So I'm going to walk you through all of the details, everything that you need to know, and let's get into it. So essentially, I'm very excited to invite you to join me for a year of transformational work inside the Online Teaching Starter Kit. And you may have heard me talk about the Online Teaching Starter Kit, or the OTSK as we call it on the inside, before, because I have hosted this now for many years, since 2016, and in that time it has grown, it has evolved, it has become a much better course and program than it ever has been. And this time now, right now, is absolutely no exception. In fact, I'd say it's probably the best time ever to join because of the bonuses that we'll get into later on. We've got some amazing bonuses, lots of live extras coming up very soon as well. I'm going to get into all of that in this episode so that you're fully in the loop. But first, I know that maybe you're like, oh, I just want to read about it. Tell me, tell me where I can find all the info. So you can visit onlineteachingstarterkit.com to find out everything that you need to know. And yeah, the link will be in the show notes, in the description as well. First of all then, what is the Online Teaching Starter Kit? What is the OTSK? This is my online program for current and budding online language teachers. So whether you are new to this or you've been doing this for a little while and you want to build a business that you love without that kind of hustle and grind culture that is so prevalent as soon as you Google the words how to work online. So if that sounds like you, then this is the option for you to learn everything that you need to know about all of the stuff that goes beyond the actual teaching bit, right? So you'll learn everything you need to know about online business bit of teaching languages. So that's all the different hats that you suddenly have to wear when you switch from a classroom or you go from private in real life IRL tuition to online language teaching. Think marketing, think tech, think sales, think business foundations, think growth. All of that stuff is what we cover in the Online Teaching Starter Kit. So with that in mind, who is this for? And I'll be honest, I've wondered for a while now about changing the name, because although it is ideal for people just starting out and, Online Teaching Starter Kit, there is a lot to learn that will help existing online teaching businesses grow too. And, if that is you, I don't want you to be put off by the word starter in the name, but I've not quite found like a name that sums up everything that it is. So I've stuck with what we've got with Online Teaching Starter Kit for now. But in fact, a lot of former members have joined when they already had some sort of foundation, maybe a student or two, possibly even some digital products or a membership already, but they wanted to expand. They wanted to build a business that allowed more balance with that. And so I'll give you a couple of examples, right? So Daniela joined last year, and when she joined, it was kind of 50% one-on-one teaching and 50% book sales. And she joined because she had known for a while that it was time to stop trying to do it totally alone. And she said that she liked my approach of not wanting to try to tell you how to teach, but to rather instead focus on all of the things around that. And so that really suited Daniela. And I asked a few months in, everything okay? How's it going? What do you think? And this is what she said. She said the content is awesome, really helpful and well structured. It works for new teachers as well as for those who already have quite a bit of experience. And it's a similar story for Linda too, who, when Linda joined, had 3 online courses available plus a live group option a few times a year, teaching the same kind of content that was in those online kind of self-study courses. And she joined because she wanted specifically to learn more about the marketing and the sales, but not just in a broad sense, but actually for language teachers. She wanted to get more efficient. She wanted to find out everything there is to learn about online teaching quicker than on her own, and also to connect with other online teachers around the world as well. And she said that, after a few months in the program, the OTSK is perfect if you are an offline teacher and you want to scale your activity, if you want to tap into a global market and unleash your creativity on online teaching too. She says the OTSK will teach you all the tech stuff, the marketing stuff, really just anything that you need to set up an awesome teaching business. So, what do you get? What is inside that makes it so amazing? Well, the program, and this is really part of the evolution, right? It's not just an online self-study course. There's that side to it. There is that online self-study element, but there's also the human support and community elements as well. So there's the core curriculum, which consists of 6 modules: foundations, tech, promotion, connection, delivery, and expansion. And each of those modules has video lessons, all with English subtitles, and workbook pages as well to support what you learn and help you take action. And our workbook, just last year, we updated it completely. It's now in Notion, so it's really simple to use. It's really accessible on the go and all of that stuff. So that has had a big update in recent times. And then in terms of the second element there, that human support, there's a couple of elements there. So first, there's the chance to book in for one-on-one check-ins with me at the end of every module. So this is not like a one-on-one program, because I want to help as many online language teachers as possible. If I try and do that one-on-one, it's not going to happen. There's just not enough hours in the day, right? But what I can do and what I can promise you is that at the end of each module, you have that chance to book in for those one-on-one check-ins. Because I know that sometimes you just want that one-on-one, right? You don't necessarily want to ask your questions in a group, or, you feel like there's just something that you want to discuss face-to-face with someone. You have that chance at the end of every module. And secondly, throughout your whole time in the OTSK, questions are always open and you can submit them anytime to be answered on live calls or within the community space as well. And speaking of community, one of my favorite things over the years has been seeing the connections and collaborations that have formed within the OTSK between teachers. And we do have an always open community space that's off social media where you can connect, you can ask questions, etc. But I know that sometimes these spaces aren't always active, as it can be kind of tricky to speak up in a quiet room. So this month, I'm adding in some very special bonuses to help make this easier than ever. What are those bonuses? Well, altogether, the bonuses are worth, this is a little drum roll moment, $3,050 US. And that isn't some number that I have just plucked out of thin air. That is an actual figure that I've counted up, and you can see on the page on onlineteachingstarterkit.com. You'll be able to see like how much each bonus is worth. And yeah, all of them together worth over $3,000 US, which is more than the regular access, the regular package for the OTSK. So just bear that in mind, just saying. But those bonuses, by the way, are only available for a very, very short time. So do head over to the page, onlineteachingstarterkit.com. You'll be able to see everything and see how long you've got to get the bonuses that I'm about to mention. If you're listening to this in the future, then hello, what is the world like? And also, I apologize that these bonuses may be out of date by the time you listen to this. But if you're listening in time, then definitely you're going to want to get in on this. So first of all, we have the community bonuses. As I mentioned, I want to really make sure that you have the best chances of connecting as possible. So we have the accountability partner bonuses, and all Online Teaching Starter Kit members will be invited to apply for an accountability partner. And how often you connect, how you connect, all of that is up to you. But in your application, I'll be asking you what you'd prefer, what you'd be looking for in an accountability partner, all of that stuff, so that I can pair you up with the best fit. And there's, like I say, been some truly joyous things that have come from these pairings in the past. So I'm really excited to see what happens this time around. Second, in terms of community, we're going to have a welcome Zoom social call. So on Wednesday, the 13th of September, 2023, we're going to have a little welcome chat, a little check-in, really casual, just a chance to connect with me and with others directly off the bat. I know sometimes it can feel kind of scary, maybe a bit lonely, joining and committing to something like the OTSK. So I totally get that. And I want to make sure we have a really super chill chance to just check in, bring a drink, bring a snack, bring your burning questions, and I can't wait to meet you live. But that is not it, because then throughout the rest of the year, we're going to have 12 monthly live calls. So to keep those connections flowing, we're going to have live calls every single month. You can pre-submit questions, as I said, you can bring questions along live, and it's a chance also to share your biggest wins, your biggest struggles as well over the past month, and have that. Again, it's the accountability, right? And it's the support, knowing that you're not in this alone. So keeping these calls really nice and relaxed just makes it easier to connect with the sort of human versions of us rather than the kind of LinkedIn versions that, sometimes you feel compelled to bring on other calls in different programs. This is like not that. This is nice and chill. This is relaxed. This is also a chance to get your questions answered. So trust me when I say that you're in good company. And then finally, in terms of community bonuses, we're going to meet twice a month. So we're going to have our live calls, but we're also going to have 12 monthly co-working calls. So this past year, I have worked in a couple of co-working venues lately. And if you need that buzz of energy that being in a room full of like-minded creative people provides, then you're going to love our monthly co-working calls bonus. So every month we'll meet on Zoom, check in with our goals for the next hour, and then it's mics off and it's get to work time. I'll provide the space, the focus playlist, and you just bring your A game and we'll get it done. So we have that as well as part of the community bonus